Alright, so let's jump into Logic here and take a look at how I used Amplitube 5 to get the sounds for this song. So we'll start with the rhythm guitar left. Let's just take a listen to it isolated. Alright, it's got a good crunch to it. Yeah, so let's take a look at Amplitube 5 here. Let me figure out where this thing is. There we go. All right. Yeah, so I'm using the JH Gold, right, from the Jimi Hendrix collection. So it's like an old Marshall. I really like to keep tones really simple. I'm not much of a tweaker a lot of the time. So I like to keep things very, very basic. So I'm using this setting here where the channels are jumped. My presence is around 3 o'clock, bass around 11, or I guess around 10. Middle's around 1 o'clock, treble's around 3. High treble is at 11, and my normal volume is about 1 o'clock. And then for the rhythm guitar, I'm using the stock cab with a 57 on the left speaker and a condenser 87 on the right, as well for room mics. Got the same setup. And I'm using the California Red speaker, which I believe is the stock one that comes on when you load it. Right, and that's pretty much all I'm using. I'm using my Made in Mexico Tele from about 2011. I put a pair of Fender Nocaster Tele pickups in there, so that's the bridge pickup you're hearing. I've always loved the Tele bridge pickup with some distortion on it. I think it sounds great. Right, and for the B section, when I play some fuller chords, right, it's really, really clear. It's a very clear setting. All right, very, very cool sound. Let's take a look at the right side, the right speaker. All right, so it's got a much darker sound to it. So it's kind of the same thing, same settings, very, 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 very similar. I believe I used the middle pickup for this one, so the blend of the neck and the middle. And so that's pretty much it for the rhythms. So let's take a look at both rhythms together. All right, I really love that technique where you mix up a darker rhythm and a brighter rhythm and pan hard left and hard right. I feel like that gives a really nice spectrum of sound for the rhythm guitar. Makes it sound really, really full. Right? And for the lead guitar, I'm doing something totally different. I'm using a patch a buddy of mine made, which is a really cool patch. There's a lot more to it than just loading up an amp in Amplitube, but I'll show it to you. So this is one of the rhythms. Just doubled it. So for the main lead, let me show you this. So it's kind of a complicated setup. Whoops. Shout out to my buddy Seth for putting this patch together. I think it sounds super awesome. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, so it's like a 3 amp setup that my buddy put together here. And also, if you like the sound of it, you can go to ToneNet and type in Biffy Rig Lead. To kind of download it. The artist name is our band On LeMans. I'll just show that to you here before we get into it. If you like what you hear, feel free to check it out. How do I search? There we go. So you can type in Biffy Lead or Biffy Rig, and you'll find it comes up under On LeMans. So yeah, that's just there in case you wanna check it out. Let's listen to the rig and get it kind of figured out here. So let me go back. How do I go back? There we go. All right, so to kind of explain this rig, we basically have 3 amps, but it's not like a traditional like wet, dry, wet thing where you have the effects going on the right and the left and dry in the center. The idea is that with this is that you're getting a clean sound, or a more clean sound, mid-gain, crunch, and a high gain all together. And it basically what it does is it really adds a lot of clarity to the sound, makes it a lot bigger. So if I were to just mute everything and you can hear the clean amp, it would sound like this. And the clean amp is this American Vintage B. Right. By itself, not so inspiring. And the delays and everything I have are some stereo stock delays in Logic, a delay and reverb. So then if we have this Marshall Red Pig solo, it is kind of a more crunch sound. So it's more distorted, still got a lot of clarity on it. Right, and then we have our Soldano. Let's take a listen to this. So this is the high gain. You put it all together. Let's see here. And you get this really, really great sound. All right, and before all this, you put an EQ here, an EQ81, feeding into all of this, and kind of at the end, he's got some different EQs, and this room and compressors here are muted, and this digital delay here is on as well. So that's basically what I did for the lead sound. But all together, you get this really, really cool blend of everything. Here we go. The rhythm guitar again, left and right. And here's all the lead together. Right, and I do have some light processing on a lot of these tracks. I wanted to give it a sound like it would be something you would actually listen to. But they're very, very subtle, so if you listen to the left rhythm, I turn the EQ off, back on. Very, very subtle, extremely subtle. But like I said, I wanted to give it more of a song feel, which I'm sure if you're recording music with Amplitube, that's probably what you're doing anyway. Right, so that's basically what I did with this song. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have plenty of videos like this coming out every week, so be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also be sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when new videos do come out. If you enjoyed all the music in this video, I do have lots of instrumental guitar music on all streaming platforms, and I'll put links in the description for you to check out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.